Alright, so it's an absolutely gorgeous day outside. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm headed off to church, and then I teach the children some Sunday school. And then I'm going to show you how I made some very inexpensive weight bags for my tripod and light stands. Alright, hey, listen, you guys know I like to share videos with you guys on some of my adventures, my hiking, when I go camping in Colorado or go snorkeling in Hawaii, or just hiking out at a local lake or whatever. I like to share that with you guys. I also like to share every now and again my opinion, my review of some of the gear that I've used or products that I've used to let you know my experience with that gear, those products. And then every now and again I like to just share my day with you, just let you see from my perspective what is happening around in the world around me. And so to do that, it takes a certain amount of gear to actually record the videos and record the sound and light the situation, and then software to process it and get it out there on YouTube. And I would like to spend my money on the gear to go do the adventures or live my life rather than the gear to record it. But there is a certain obligation to make sure that the video quality and the audio quality is not distracting to you. So there is a certain amount of money that you're going to invest in putting together a video to put out there on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you want to put it. But like I said, I am very mindful of the money that I spend doing that. And so there are some cases where you kind of get what you pay for. There are certain things that you want to make sure that you're investing in so that you get the quality. You don't have to go overboard with it. The camera that I use is a Canon 70D. It's an older one. I bought it used. But it has a great quality to it. And so I want to make sure that the videos that I put together have a certain level of quality. The microphone is Rode microphone. Lighting systems are pretty decent. But there are some places where I try and find ways to save a buck or two. And one of those ways, one of those areas is the weights for my tripod. When I'm out in a windy situation and I've got my camera or my lighting on a tripod, I really don't want to spend some of the money that people are asking for tripod weights or light weights that you find on Amazon. I mean, you can find product and it's not that expensive, but at the same time, $1 here, $1 there, because if you look at what it costs to put together a video, you start taking a look at the camera, the lenses, the bag to carry the stuff, the audio system, the lighting, the tripods, filters, the software, all that stuff. Before you know it, you're thousands of dollars in. Well, I don't want to be thousands of dollars in if I can help it. So, little just tip for you, if you're mindful of the pennies like I am, mindful of the small dollars like I am, tripod weights. Again, I've got a Joby Gorilla Pod, a 5K that is holding my camera right now, and that's for my traveling and out in the field type. But when I'm in studio, I generally have just a cheap, this is a really cheap, it's an old, very light, it's a Sunpack 6060 XL. I mean, it was probably a $20 tripod, and it's very, very light. So when I'm out and I've got my Canon 70D on it, I certainly don't want that blowing over. And so you need to stabilize it somehow. Again, I could go out on Amazon and spend the dollars, get something sent in, but I kind of like doing stuff myself. And so when I started looking at getting some weights to stabilize my tripod, I looked out there and I just happened to be in a dollar store. And as I'm wandering around looking for spices is what I was looking for there. As I'm wandering around, I found these bags. Again, this is a buck, and it's kind of small, all right? And I ended up picking up 6 of these, and just a simple little bag. It's actually fairly significant in the material that it's using, and there's a light coating on the inside. The zipper is just a plastic zipper, but this was a buck, okay? And so I took this and I put some material in here, sand, and when you close it up, you end up, this weighs about 6 pounds. And so for a buck and whatever the pennies it cost to find some sand or some gravel, some pea-sized gravel or something like that, I've got a 6-pound weight that I just flip on here, and I've got one weight. Now again, I picked up 6 of these, so I can wrap that around and have 18, 20 pounds worth of weight on this tripod for about $3. Again, you're not gonna save a ton of money, but those types of little tips and tricks, always be mindful of those ways that you can cut out spending the big dollars on stuff that you can get away with doing it yourself and putting it together yourself so that you can spend the big dollars on your adventures. So this is a tip from Jake Half Done. I hope you appreciate it. If you like the video and if you want to see a little bit more about my life and my adventures and some of the tips like this and sometimes just my perspective on going through everyday life, please subscribe below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, feel free to give me a thumbs down. In fact, if you hated it so much, hit it twice. Alright, thanks. Take care.